All right, so let's get into this story about how we met. Long time ago, I was 22, 23, and we met at church, like she said. Okay. I have never been good at approaching a girl that I thought was attractive before I met her. And,
Oh, so you're amazing when you met me?
No, never, ever, ever. But I don't have to do that anymore.
Just kidding.
But I was the worst, very, very awkward. So I see her at church.
Pinky Tinky, shout out to you.
Oh, Pinky Tinky is the best. This person gives us so much love. Huge shout out to you. And yes, we love doing the reviews. It's not something that we feel like
now
we have to
do. Bat tap.
We love it. I already did that one earlier. You got two shout outs.
Yeah.
But Pinky
Gabe,
Tinky,
what's
we
up,
love you
Harv?
so much. So we're at church, and she goes up to say a few words at the pulpit. And I notice that, hey, this woman's very attractive. And so I made a point, which I hate doing, to go up to her afterwards because it's so awkward and so weird. So I do. I approach her outside of the main hall in the hallway. And I say, hey, my name's Nick. Nice to meet you. You gave a great little speech there, blah, blah, blah. And she said, thanks so much. And we were talking for a few minutes. And then all of a sudden, some guy came to me and asked for my help with something because I was doing something in the role I had at that time. And I turned around and talked to him, like, why are you interrupting me? And I turn back around, and she is gone. She disappears. She left. And I'm like, oh, yeah, she really liked me. So then I remember her name was Jodi because I didn't know too many Jodis at that point in my life. And so I see her the next week at church. I'm there by the doors greeting people. And she walks in. Go for it. You can interrupt me.
No. Go ahead. I'm just reading the comments as we go through.
Hey, Gabe, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, guys? What's up? I'm loving the story. She disappeared. Ghosted. You got ghosted quick. Oh,
man. Yeah, church stalker. That's me.
Yeah. Church stalker. So, that's the best comment.
Oh, Christian Bale, Leonardo. Sorry, but Leonardo all the way. So.
Leonardo DiCaprio, 100%.
So I'm there greeting, waiting for her to show up. There she is. And I say, hey, Jodi, how are you doing? And I got a few of my friends there and trying to show off a little bit, but trying to see if she remembers me. And she says, hey. Obviously forgets my name. The two guys are like, oh, she forgot your name.
I said, what was your name again?
Oh,
I said it.
To add insult to injury, put some salt on that wound.
No.
So she said, oh, what was your name again? And I'm like, thanks a lot for remembering me. She walks off. Once again, there's strike two. This girl's not interested whatsoever. And so a few weeks later, we have this social event on a Monday night.
Reading the comments, guys.
Get together and whatnot. And
you don't have to go detail by detail.
No, I do. Pool party. Okay, we're at a pool party. And I see her there, and no joke, she's at an L-shaped couch. She literally has 7 boys around her. No. She does. One girl with 7 boys around her. No. And we're all adults, obviously. So who am I to think this girl that's rejected me twice, ran away, forgot my name, then ran away again, is going to want me to squeeze in there and be one of the 8? I have too much dignity for that. So I'm standing by the side talking to someone else who I'm not interested in. And she eventually shouts out my name.
I know, appreciate it, guys.
Gabe is super cool. I definitely agree. This thing is driving me crazy.
How to get rid of it.
Away.
There it goes.
All right.
There it goes.
Guy outside the church. Yes, you get it now. I mean, this isn't a surprise. I mean, come on. And so.
I'm gonna remember
so
that
I'm
forever.
standing away because I don't want to be that creepy guy anymore. And she says my name. Hey, Nick, why don't you come over here and sit with me? And I thought she was messing around with me. I thought she was making fun of me.
He didn't even sit next to me.
We'll get to her side in a second. So we got the L-shaped couch.
Stop.
She's right here. There's a spot right here. I sit down with my soda. I drink that. I look for a second, and I run away. Now, what's your side of the events? Because I'm thinking this girl's not interested. And if you're in that situation, she wouldn't be interested in.
Can we do a live reaction? Yes, that's in the making in the future because we want to do more live depending on how this one goes.
Definitely.
I'll show you the live. So I'm running all happy, and she rejects me 3 times, and I put my head down and run away. Now tell your side of those events so far.
We're good. Fact of the matter is, I knew his name. I just didn't know if it belonged to him. Like, I just wanted to
Does
make
that
sure.
make sense to anyone else?
You tell me, have you ever been in a situation where you think you know somebody's name, but you're not quite sure, so you don't want to call them the wrong name if it doesn't belong to them? Like, super embarrassing, right?
You know what happens to me? When I run into students from years past, and I feel bad because they remember your name right away, and you're like,
who are you?
But those are former students, not someone you're supposedly interested in.
Bro, she had 7 other gentlemen callers, man. Listen, bro, come on.
They weren't gentlemen callers.
Fact of the matter is, I only went to this party hoping Nick would be there. He was there, so I wanted him to come talk to me because he was busy talking to another girl, okay? Like, off to the corner, all secretive, like...
Oh, yeah, I was talking to the girl, and I backed towards her the whole time. I'm super interested.
So, anyway, Fact of the matter is, we ended up talking a couple Sundays
Wait.
later.
No. They're
And
actually
then we
saying
got
they like
married.
the story. So let's slow it down. So what I wanted her to say is she actually was interested in me. She had seen me months earlier when I was teaching a lesson. I
Yes,
didn't even
I did.
realize it.
I did.
And I guess some sparks had flown. I know, surprise, right? And so she did have interest in me. Would I get any signs from what she's been doing so far that she'd be interested? I don't think so. So, just like Kevin McAllister says in Home Alone, I don't think so.
No, Nick's not bald, guys. I'm the bald one. He's got a full
Gray,
head of hair.
gray.
It's just salt and pepper. I keep it low to keep it, hidden from being bald. But yeah, I'm going bald, man.
So,
I'm sorry.
a few weeks later, this is when the magic starts happening. I go to church. I'd given up on her already. She's not interested. There was another girl that I wasn't interested in, but I was hoping to maybe start something with to see if I was interested. I brought this girl a thing of brownies. Little Debbie's $2 package
took her
brownies. Because this other girl had mentioned she liked brownies. And so I thought, it's going to be that sweet guy. I know, church stalker. I'm going to bring some brownies, right?
Stalker, creepy guy.
And so
did
I
I
bring the
marry?
brownies. I have them with me. We are at church, and our first part of the service is the sacrament. You pass around the bread and water. And so we're sitting there. It's a whole ceremony, very, quiet and reverent. And I'm up there conducting this ceremony. And when you're up there, you're breaking the bread. And so you want to have clean hands. So you get these wet naps that we had. Now they just have hand sanitizer.
We're really going to go into this. You guys are going to...
Yes. Oh, you're going to love this. So they have these wet naps where you pull it up, like you get like wings or something and you want to clean your hands.
Right.
So I'm washing my hands, and for some reason I see Jodi come in and she's sitting by herself. I'm going to go sit next to her when I'm done with this. For some reason I put a wet nap, an extra one, in my pocket, my church pocket. And so do the whole ceremony. I'm walking towards her, no joke.
Thank you to my Sia? No, sorry. Hold on, it's moving too fast. I apologize. Guatam? I'm hoping I'm saying your name right, with my hairstyle on point. I'll be straight up and honest
he just
with
made
you.
the request for Newton. Great request. Thank you so much.
I'll be straight up with you. I have not watched it in 3 days. Don't tell anybody. So you just made my day because I was feeling kind of self-conscious about it.
Thanks
so
for saying
you.
look better than the beard. I agree. It just gets itchy sometimes. So I put the wet nap in my pocket. I'm walking from where we're doing the ceremony to go sit at the pews to listen to the rest of the sermon. And I'm going to go walk right to where Jodi's sitting. No joke, these two bigger ladies come in and sit right next to her, leaving no room for me, right when I'm going towards her. So I sit in the bench behind her. And this is
No,
stuff...
not hash brownies.
This is no, we're packaged store-bought. And so this is different for me because I'm not going to put myself out there so many times, keep it rejected. But I cared about her so much, so I sit behind her. And I'm trying to get her attention. And we're listening to the sermon. It's about 40 minutes. And I'm trying to think, what do I do? Because once this is out, I know how she is. She's going to run away again. And so I don't have any rope with me to tie her down. So I got to figure out some way to get her attention with my words.
So he
what-
turns around
No,
and hands me the wet nap.
No. Oh, yeah, she was
Like,
behind
my
me.
hands are dirty.
So this is all I have, okay? I have...
Gives me
Hold on.
a wifey, a baby wifey.
Like Michael Scott says, she's butchering it. So I have the wet nap. I'm sitting in front of her, and I'm like, this is all I got. Because I have no game whatsoever. I literally turn around. I was going to say something witty to her. I had nothing. People were talking up there, so I just handed her the wet nap, and I turned back around. And I think to myself, I just gave her a wet nap.
That's your go-to move? He must have really been good looking in his youth, Jodi, because I heard brownie and wet nap. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Brownie and wet nap is not going to work for 99% of women. Ladies out there.
Wet nap.
Dude, give you a brownie and a wet nap.
Oh man,
That's your
that's
go-to
funny.
move?
That's funny.
I can't do it.
So
Wow.
the wet nap. That was my go-to. All right.
Yeah,
So,
start going to church and land a cute girl. Just don't give her a
Parv,
wet nap.
I know I'm weird. So I give her the wet nap. I'm freaking out. My life is over. I want to run away right there because I just ruined it completely with this girl. Now, little do I know, luckily, God is gracious and merciful. So she was still interested. She had no idea what the wet nap was, but she was nervous too because she wanted to talk to me. And she was hoping for something to, kind of break the ice, so to speak.
Right.
And so me giving her something as dumb as that, because she's such a wonderfully kind person and not a judgmental person, she took that as a positive
judged.
sign. Now I can ask him, because she wanted to ask me something afterwards. Now I can ask him something because he broke the ice. And thank goodness that worked. I'm not sure how the wet nap worked, but guys, it worked. And we spent the rest of the Sunday sitting next to each other. We were even doing like these cute little left-handed notes to each other, giving each other a phone number. We went on our first date after that, and the rest was history. We knew very early on. She even told me. She told me through a text message about 4 or 5 days after our first date
I was the creepy girl this time.
that she knew I was the one she was gonna marry.
I was the
4 or 5
creepy
days
girl.
after.
4 or 5. I remember.
I was the creepy girl. Yeah, yes.
Immediately ghosted.
Yes, yes.
What? Ghosted.
No.
Yeah.
I was all about her, so that was music to my ears. And I've always been the kind of person where I wanted to have kids. I wanted to be married to the right person, obviously. And so I was feeling a lot for her. I went home after our first date, told my dad that I was going to marry her. And when she texted me that, I knew, God, thank you so much.